everyone, I'm Bermuda.
And I'm Phil.
And we are Suddenly Ducks.
And today we're going to be playing more Age of Heroes. And over to Aaron to tell us what the hell's going on.
Tell us how much trouble we're in.
Thank you, Phil. So if I recall correctly, the team had finally set out to make their way to Haystack Hall to assault the secret hideout of the Bloodsworn and try to capture an object that they were sent to acquire for some hags that helped them out in a previous session. And they had made their way there, sort of infiltrated the area, got ambushed by a former party member who had apparently come back as some sort of undead abomination, and then confronted the wizard who was believed to have said item, defeated him, and then, if I recall correctly, one of you sort of went off on your own or something and did something a bit
would be me.
silly. Yeah, and sort of got the wrath of a number of individuals that didn't know you were in there, but now they do, and I believe we left off just before you got to fight them.
We got to fight the reinforcement of them, because I killed two.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. And I think these things aren't even human, are they?
No, they don't look human. To your nameplate isn't on.
They are tall.
Are they using Warhammer or something like that?
Morning Stars.
Morningstar.
Let me get my books open. So if you have like nature or survival, you could actually roll to know what these things are, Oscar.
Let me check. I have none of those.
Okay, so
proficient.
These guys are like larger than most humans. You know, they stand almost 7 feet tall. Very hairy body, like elongated teeth, like really sharp features on their face, almost like a ape-like mouth. Powerful jaws, sort of like long pointy ears with a lot of like hair coming off of them, clawed fingernails, and yeah, they're carrying morning stars and shields. So this guy's dead. Oh, that's right, I had him for all the Bloodsworn. Okay, so it appears to be the Bloodsworn's turn.
Good luck, you guys. I hope you don't meet me in the great beyond.
I mean, it's this one only. At the moment, anyway.
True.
So this guy sort of like disappears behind the corner here, like breaks line of sight with you, Oscar. Then we go over to Richard the Loot.
What about me?
You've been locked in this dungeon for quite some time. In fact, you've lost count of the days that you've been in there. And
Oh, very nice. Oh, God.
There's been basically two guards like watching you taking shifts like the entire time you've been held here. But these guys, like all of you can hear the sounds of like battle in another like part of this complex, and at first like one of these guys left, and then he returned and got the other guy, and then they both leave. So if you want, you can roll initiative.
Sorry, I didn't realise that to vote. Sorry. I go with my first one, which is 6. Cheers.
What's your bonus? Oh, it's right there. Is your bonus higher than 3, Oscar?
I have a 2.
Okay, what about you, Cecilia?
His-
2.
He is also +2 because he have jack of all trade. That's why it's +3. It also add to your initiative.
All right, so Manon is actually dead. All right, Beric, it's your turn.
Yeah. Can I just walk over that bridge next to me, or is that small for a bear?
Yeah, your body will fit on the bridge.
Right. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so I move there.
All right, yeah, you come running across the bridge and start making your way behind them. Brings up our imprisoned bard.
I'm going to. Can I lockpick my way out somehow, or?
Yeah, you can certainly try. I mean, any items that you had on you that were like relatively large were taken, but something like a lockpick or anything small enough to hide on your person somewhere could be with you.
Okay, I reach into my my stashing pocket on my person, and I pull out a lockpick, and I try and jimmy the gate. What do I need to roll? Is it?
Should be a relevant skill.
Sleight of hand or something?
Thieves Tool as a skill.
Yeah, you should be proficient in your.
If you have the lockpick, I think you have it proficient. I don't remember.
I didn't really start with one.
Oh. Well, if you don't have
Making
thieves,
shit up.
Okay, I have a. Can I?
So yeah, to pick the lock, you'll need thieves' tools and
Yeah.
proficiency in thieves' tools. Otherwise, you could just like try to make a dexterity check, but without thieves' tools,
Right.
the DC will be very high.
I have a dagger. We can say that I was stashing in my stash pocket, maybe. I mean, we've known Tinnen to try it before.
I mean,
if
I mean,
it's
what
literally
is-
just a dex check, I'll try dexting.
Yeah, you could try to make a dex check, but if you don't have actual thieves' tools, the DC is going to be really high. You could also just try to smash the lock or use magic.
Yeah, if I've got a heat metal spell, would I be able to use that to melt the bars?
Like, how hot does heat metal make things?
Yeah, I don't think that would normally. I'll look up the spell real quick. That normally wouldn't melt the metal so much as like if somebody had a sword in their hand, you could heat it and it
Yeah,
would
so
be
they'd
too
wanna
hot
drop
for them
it.
to hold.
It just glow red hot. It doesn't actually melt anything.
Right. But if maybe I did that to the lock, and then hit it, it would smash.
Yeah, if you heat it up to red hot, it would definitely be a lot easier for you to break.
Okay.
For future reference, for example, alchemist fire is something that you can just pour on and then they would melt.
Okay. Do you want to try rolling something then?
So you're going to cast heat metal?
I think that's the only thing I can think of, other than just trying to smash it or shout for someone to come and save me.
Yep, so that'll be your action this turn, and the lock or the bars or whatever you casted on will start glowing red hot, and then your next turn you'll be able to try to smash it.
Okay.
Cecilia.
Yeah. Kind of don't want to die.
You'll die if you don't find it anyway.
Yeah.
The quest.
I think Cecilia will chug the invisibility potion that we looted off of Mammon.
And you vanish.
And I still get movement, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand right where Oscar's standing.
You can go directly
Here,
past him.
yeah.
Can I at least feel the presence of you just so I know that someone is here? Because you are not trying to be stealthy.
I don't think I would touch you or anything.
Not really, but like
That'd freak you out.
wind or something, so that I know that at least one invisible person is there.
It's up to Cecilia if she wants you to know she's
Yeah.
there or not.
I mean,
Otherwise, you have to.
Yeah, you couldn't see me where I was standing, could you?
Nah,
No.
I can't. Line
Yeah,
of
so
sight.
Cecilia, make a stealth roll with advantage, and Oscar, make a perception check. Yeah, you don't hear or see anything out of the ordinary, Oscar.
Yeah, and Cecilia's not trying to signal you or anything either.
But yeah, that does bring up your turn, unless you're doing anything else, Cecilia.
No, I mean, there's just a bench full of candles next to me, right? So it's obviously nothing of interest to me. I'll start searching around this room on my next turn.
Okay. Yep.
For my turn, is it does the door like go inward or outward? It's the first question.
It opens outward.
Is there any way to lock it? If I close it and then
It has a keyhole.
oh fuck no. How big is this desk then?
You should be able to just measure it.
Oh, okay.
It's 13.5 feet.
Okay. What I want to do is block the door by like take this and just block the door. If that is possible.
Okay.
Like, if you could lift it, right? And move it.
Yeah, there is a check, but yeah, if I can do that. So that at least either make it harder for them to go in or impossible for them to go in.
You can lift it up without even making a check. Like, it's not that heavy. You'll be able to tip it up on its side and lean it up against like the door.
Yeah. Okay, I want to do that. And does it make it harder for them to open if I like for my turn to just be there and like the opposite force basically to like if they try to open it, I want to push myself inward. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I would stand here and then just like push in and not let them open the door.
So you're going to hold the door.
Yeah, basically.
Who door?
Is that okay?
Yeah, you can try to hold the door shut.
It's a successful technique in the law, so
Yeah, that my turn. That
If
is my
you
turn.
recall, the door didn't last very long though. But yep.
I don't think
These
it
are not
will.
like millions of skeletons. Whatever.
So make an athletics check, Oscar, and with advantage.
Oh shit. I will roll with the thing next time, but yeah.
Yeah. So the first guy like runs up and slams against the table, and with like a loud impacting thud, you can feel the wood like flex a little bit, but it holds. You don't get knocked off the.
I yell, Cecilia, I can hold this for long. I hope that it will at least carry over, like even here, around this area. But yeah.
Another guy runs up and slams his Morning Star into the table.
I roll again, I guess.
No, this guy didn't actually try to push the door open. He literally just slammed his Morning Star into the table. There's like a loud thud, a little bit of like the wood cracks.
Okay.
oh no, was a certain bear being noticed?
And did they notice me?
Well, yeah. I mean, you weren't trying to be quiet, were you?
No.
Stealth bear.
I mean, that would be kind of scary. Just poof, a bear in front of you.
Yeah.
The Legend of Ninja Bear.
I would watch that.
Yeah. Need some shuriken shit. Well then.
Nice knowing you all.
Barrick.
Uh-huh.
Come on, one shot them.
I run away. No, I don't. Alright, so is he melee with me, the first guy next to me?
There's a 5-foot gap in between the two of you.
Alright, yeah, because the model was a bit big. Alright, I move in to attack him. Bite.
That misses.
And claw. No.
Also
Wow.
misses.
Oh dear.
Nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, so Richard, you finish your like magical incantation, casting it on the
Yeah.
lock, and it sort of like glows hotter and hotter until it's like an orange.
Then I I smash my dagger into it.
Yeah, rolled a hit.
I totally didn't add dagger to my list of rolling to hit things.
D20 plus your dex plus proficiency, I think, is 2.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
What's it do? A D4 or?
No, I haven't got that written down.
It should be a
It should a D4.
D4 plus your dex, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yep. So the lock basically gets sliced open almost like a soft material. The blade just sort of pushes its way through the malleable hot metal. It's probably made out of bronze, which doesn't have the highest melting point. So basically just carve right through the bronze.
Nice. Can I still move? I'd like to leave this room.
Yep. Actually, let me show you something here. Forgot to make them parent. There's 2 other people in a cell across the way from you,
Ooh.
just in case you're wondering.
Meat shields.
I shout across and go, Toby and secondary Toby. Do you want to... Wait a sec, sorry. I'm free! Do you want to come with me?
Wow.
Yeah, they both nod their head eagerly, like they want to be let out.
Can you see a key anywhere?
They nod their heads no. And the one on the right puts his finger to his lips like he's nervous that you're being so loud.
I'm sorry, this is just how I speak. I'll return with a key if I find one.
Yeah, the main door to this place is closed,
Okay.
And it has a little window with bars and a flap that's currently closed right now, so you can't actually see through the door, which is why the next area is still dark.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to that because I have 30 speed and I've just moved. Boop. Can I see through there or?
Yeah, you open up the flap and here I'll reveal the next room for you. Looks to be some sort of a crypt. There's it's really dark in this room. Just a little bit of light coming from the room that you're in is peeking through to illuminate it. And on either side, there's these sconces right here, but they don't have flames in them. They just have glowing embers. So the room's like a dull orange. And yeah, you see a few, I guess, caskets appear to be carved out of some kind of stone. There's 3 pillars in the center of the room. Appear to be for structural support or something. Hard to tell.
That makes sense. Well, I'm done with my movement, and I can't seem to get many words from these prisoners.
Yeah, they look like they're in pretty bad shape. They've both been beaten up quite a bit. They were here when you arrived, so you're not sure how long they've been down here.
I'll return with a key, food, and water.
And a pony.
Cecilia.
Okay, Cecilia is going to search around the room. Just from where she's standing right now, can she see which bench might have, the vial that meets the description.
Make perception check.
I mean, also, I'm using this desk as this.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't on that table.
Let's hope not.
It's on the floor now.
Yes, you actually spot it on like these desks have like little like shelves basically like behind them, and you spot it like sitting on one of the shelves on this desk right over here.
Okay, so I'll go over there and identify what I believe is the vial we came for, and I'll put it in my pocket.
All right, yeah, you pocket it. You can add like vial of varnish to your
Mm-hmm.
inventory.
And I've still got 20 feet of movement left. I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna feel the door and see if it's still hot, like the door to this burning room.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of smoke coming like underneath the door.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right, Oscar.
Let's move another desk over.
So if you take your back off of that table, it's likely that it's going to come tumbling forward into the room.
How many hit do I think that it can sustain? If
From my knowledge of table shattering.
Yeah, it's hard to say. His first blow basically like cracked, put like maybe an 8-inch crack and a few holes where like his morning star is like spiked, right? And so like some of the spikes like stuck through the table. It's hard to say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great! I will continue. I will block this. I change my weapon to a shield and I think, a flail, and then also, can I prepare an action if they come in? I hit one of them, or is it my action block this? Block them from coming in.
You could do both at the same time, because to block them, you're basically just leaning up against the thing. Yeah, if they like destroy the table, you can get an attack.
Yeah, that's what I would do. God damn it. Yes, that's it. That's my turn.
Brings up their turn. So make another athletics check with advantage. Yeah, so one of the guys like is still just trying to push the table, but your stout dwarvish body manages to hold. The other guy slams his morning star again into the table.
Cecilia, I can't hold this for long.
And again, like there's like a loud thud. You see like a couple spikes poke through the wood in the table, and the crack gets a little bit bigger, but the table still seems to be holding. One of these guys attacks you, Barak. He hits AC 15.
Yeah. Bears have 11.
Yeah, he does 11 points of piercing damage. As this spiked morning star slams into your body, the spikes, dig through your thick hide.
Things ain't looking good.
Brings up your turn again, Beric. You definitely hear the footsteps of some guys like running up behind you. You look across and you see two of them have run up to the wizard's body.
Well, the only way is to go forward, I guess. So here we go. Oh, that didn't work. Huh. I added an attack, like bear bite. Doesn't seem to roll for me. That rolls.
Oh dear.
No, that's quarterstaff. Doesn't.
Maybe you forgot something and then it doesn't understand.
Right, whatever. I'm gonna just roll it. That's bite.
That hits.
Seven. And that's a 1.
Nice.
For the claws. I bite him a bit.
Yes, you bite into him, tearing off some of his flesh. He screams out in pain. Brings up Richard.
Okay, does the door feel like it's locked? So I try the door.
Yeah, in their haste, they apparently did not lock the door as they ran through it.
Okay. I ease open the door and move through into the next room to where I think the next door is. Am I able to look through this door?
This one does not have the window thing on it, so you'd have to actually open the door up.
Okay then, I open the door. Boop.
You can take another move action.
Yeah? Okay, I move all the way to here.
So yeah, there's another wooden door on your right.
I open it.
So this appears to be like some sort of like weapons storage. You see like a couple chests in the room, along with like some tables with swords on them. Some sets of armor, like leather armor, crimson in color. hanging up on racks.
Is there my bag of items that was taken from me? Or anything like that?
So yeah, you flip open one of the chests and you see your stuff.
Brilliant. I rearm myself. I don't see any keys or anything like that.
No.
Okay, then. That was 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can go back to this door. That's the end of my turn.
All right, it brings up Cecilia.
Okay. There are only these two guys. Okay, Cecilia positions herself closer to the barricade and sort of readies an action.
Yep. So you slide up against the wall, your invisible body.
Yeah. But like
Waiting
in
for them to
position to
smash the
strike
table.
whoever comes through.
Yeah, you'll have a great shot at them. They won't see you coming. Oscar?
Go damn it, Cecilia! And then I continued ready an action to hit whoever is coming in front of me. If they're closer anyway, yeah, that's my turn. I can't really do anything else.
All right. Yeah, so again, there's another thud against the table. The spikes come like all the way through, actually, and almost hit you, Oscar, like right next to your head. At this point, like when it retracts, like some of the wood is actually pulled back with the Morning Star. There's now like a pretty large hole, like you could stick your arm completely through the hole if you wanted. Not enough for them to like move through, but it's clear that the wood table is taking quite a bit of damage now and isn't going to last much longer. And then the other guy actually slams his Morning Star in as well. Yeah, and he hits like the side of the hole, and it just like opens it up even more. There's now like almost a foot tall stripe, like a couple of feet across through the table now.
Here's Johnny.
And then the guy in front of you attacks you, Barrick.
Mm-hmm.
He swings his Morning Star, hitting AC 11.
That's right on the money.
Oh god.
You take 12 points of piercing damage as he basically like drags the spikes across your bare body, cutting you open.
This is not the time for puns, Aaron.
These two guys over here are like searching through the wizard's pockets, like apparently looking for something. This guy steps up behind you. He rolls a natural 20 and misses with his other attack.
It is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out of bear form. I'm gonna die probably.
You should have one more wild shape, so you should
Do I?
survive. And yeah, we short rest, and you regain
rest.
both of them.
All right.
Oh god, guys.
Okay, so you take 20 points of slashing damage.
Oh. Yay.
As he basically, this guy like positioned himself where he could catch you in the neck, and he basically like very deftly slashes you, like probably nicks an artery, and blood sprays all over the place.
I'm at 1 HP.
But you manage to hold on to your bear form just barely, as you can feel like your fur soaking up massive amounts of blood, almost like warm on your body.
I go out of bear form.
Oh,
Yeah, and down to 1 HP and normal.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
No, not a deer, a bear.
so yeah, you feel like the warmth of the blood like soak into your bear fur, and then you feel yourself like transform into a human, and you're just like covered in blood. That was their turn. It's now your turn.
All right, so I shall wild shape again.
Before you do that, if you have spell slot, maybe heal yourself.
Oh yeah, because that's not a spell. Yeah.
And I
shall
believe
cure
wild
wounds.
shape is a bonus action, so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
It
an
is for
extra.
him. Yeah.
So yeah,
But I can't attack in wild shape. if
I
do
don't
that.
think. I think you want more HP.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
Oh. So that's just that. Okay, that doesn't roll anything.
There should be one in the macro for weapons. There should be one for cure wounds.
What?
Like in the place where you have weapons and damage and all that, there should be one for cure wounds. That one just roll for how much you heal and not description of the spell.
I should make one. That's what you're saying.
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't have one. Alright, so I'm gonna cost it level 2 then, and that's gonna be 2d8 plus my
2d8
spell
plus
save?
your wisdom. mod.
5.
Yeah.
Best.
Well,
At least it's not 2 ones.
I mean, if it does the same thing again, I'll go down to 1 HP again. And I turn back into a bear. Actually,
You can
yeah,
still
bear.
move. Although I don't think you can.
I don't want to move.
Yeah. It's not really good option for you right now.
Yeah, if you move, they'll likely get opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
All right, that brings up Richard.
Okay, I seem to remember something else that potentially looked like a door in the other room, so I'm going to make my way towards that.
All right, make a perception check as you move that direction.
Oh,
Yes, you definitely notice, I probably didn't point it out before, that there are like a number of skeletons, or skeletal remains, rather, in this room with you.
oh right. I searched them.
They're just bones, but if you want, you can search through them. You go up to one.
He's looking for a
Yes.
skeleton key.
I go by here. and then I searched them.
So yeah, as you go up and actually like approach the skeleton and start like searching through its bones, the bones actually start to move of their own
Brilliant.
accord.
Oh dear. Oh
Hello,
dear.
friend.
I'm sensing running would be a good option.
I hope you know where you want to run and just not just aggro every monster you can along the way.
Well, over here is, I think, fine. I get by here. Is this another
Okay.
door?
It is. It's a set of double doors that are like barred from the inside, but you just flip the bar out
Mhm.
and push the doors open. Let me illuminate the next room for you.
Attack of opportunity.
No, the bones are basically like forming.
Ooh.
They won't actually get a chance to act until their time in the initiative, which is next. But yeah, until
Lucky
they
for
go,
you,
they
man.
won't be able to take opportunity attacks. Yeah, it's another hallway.
I think this is literally as far as I could run, so I'm stopping here for my second movement turn.
Okie dokie. That brings up Cecilia.
Okay, Cecilia just finds a thought flashing through her mind, knowing that she's got the vial in her pocket. She wonders that if the elven ladies who knew that the party was approaching, if they also know that this vial is in her possession. And as that flashes through her mind, she carefully aims an invisible spear through the crack in the door and waits for the monsters on the other side to have their neck just in a clear shot, and she's, carefully aiming, and sees an opportunity, she stabs with her spear.
Yeah, you can definitely attack with advantage. You will turn visible.
Yeah, that's okay. Wow, that's really amazing.
Yeah, so even with the fact that they can't see you coming at all, it's just sort of like they're moving back and forth, and you have to attack them like through this narrow, opening. So as you go to jab with your spear, basically just sort of like moves just out of your visibility, and your spear goes, jutting by his head as you turn visible.
But they don't see my fist coming.
Yeah, and so you punch the first one, the one on the left there, as his head comes back into visibility, doing 4 points of damage.
Oh wait.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, that brings Bosker.
Praising the attack with my shield and flail, I guess, and keep the door there. I ready an attack. That is my turn.
Okay. The skeleton aggro's on you, Richard, and charges you. It rolled a 19, so it hits AC 23, which I'm guessing is a hit.
Yes, it is.
Reroll your character.
And he rolled max damage. So you take 8 points of damage as this skeletal creature slashes at you.
Please don't die from a skeleton.